Hey guys, for this particular lesson we're going to be learning the guitar solo from Hey Porter. If you'd like to learn the chords to that song, you'll probably find the chords elsewhere online, and in terms of how to pick those chords, check out my lesson on Luther Perkins' rhythm style. That's going to be very, very helpful. So for today's lesson, the solo that we're learning sounds like this. 3, 4... Always enjoy that solo. Many of you may know or may not know, I've been touring with a band that does a whole lot of the early Sun Records catalogue for quite some time, and that's one of the songs that we feature. Always enjoy that solo. Played it well many times. Occasionally, I just had little weird moments and got myself lost, and for some reason, it's very unforgiving. I know it seems like very simple stuff. You guys know I play all kinds of stuff, but the problem is, with it being simple, you got to do it right, and that's one of the things I love about all of this stuff. It can be challenging in its own way. So before we get into the lesson, I just want to say the transcriptions are available on the Patreon for members only. Okay, of course, if you're not a member, I'm going to walk you through everything here today. It's just a nice little bonus for those that do join. Now, if you're not a member, that's totally okay, but I would really appreciate it if you just put a like or showed me your appreciation in the comments, because I really appreciate that. It does mean a lot to me, and I do read all the comments, as you guys have probably noticed. So with that said, continuing with the lesson, I'm going to put my first finger on the first fret of the first string. We're going to be playing this rhythm. Okay, that's a very important rhythm. Da, 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 just like that. Down, down, up, up, down. We do the same thing on the 5th fret. Slide in a little. Back to the first. 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 1st fret on the 1st string. Okay? So that whole part. Okay, so check that out a couple of times and make sure you've got the picking pattern correct. Da, 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 da. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down on the 3rd, down on the 1st fret. So we repeat that. So down, down, up, down, slide into the 5, down, down, up, down on the 4th, down on the 3rd, down, up, down, 5, 5. Okay, so the last bit. 3, 5, 5. Okay. So what's actually happening here? What are we using scale-wise? What's going on, Adrian? Tell us. That's what you're here for. Okay, cool. Relax, I'll tell you. So we've got the F chord. This is a little bit of F blues. Okay, F major blues. If we looked at a major scale, you guys are starting to see me use these little major scales a lot because they're very useful for understanding music in general. So I'm going to play an F major scale right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I refer to the major scale because that is the point of the major scale. It's your beginning point. It's where everything sounds kind of expected and understood. It's when we change things around that they sound interesting. And that's why I think it's so important just to know major scales and minor scales, really. But that will look like this. F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F. Now, if we look at this, F, G, A flat, A, okay? We saw this with Folsom Prison. We saw the minor 3rd into the major 3rd. Same thing, okay? The only reason I didn't call this, I didn't talk about the minor 3rd, major 3rd thing, the reason I didn't call it a major blues in Folsom Prison is because we had the flat 7 in the example of Folsom Prison. We don't get that with this song. It's a little bit more happy, so we kind of just skip the 7ths altogether, and it's very much like an F major pentatonic. Okay, a major pentatonic scale doesn't use the 4th degree. Get rid of that. It doesn't use the 7th degree, so we get this. Throw the minor third in. That's the major blues scale, okay? 8, 10, 6, 7, 10, 7, 10. We could play it like this. It starts to sound very familiar now. So that was the 1st fret, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 3rd on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 5th string, and we're back to the F there. Can you work it out in other octaves? I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. Can you work it out yourself? Great little scale. That's the scale that's being used certainly at this point. So we just came off the... And that, by the way, C major arpeggio. What did I tell you last lesson? Chord tones, really big thing for Luther Perkins. So when the solo actually goes... That's the point where it goes to the G chord. So, what about this note? It's that blues note we talked about, but it also just works really well because it's falling down to the root note of G. G. That's a G. That's a G. That's a G chord. G, G, G. And then E and C, core notes out of your C major chord. So, very simple, fundamental stuff. I'm going to mention it really quick. I'm not sure if anyone's watching from the Gretsch pages. There was a discussion about guitar theory, and the sentiment initially was that it's not that useful and you don't really need it. Obviously, being a teacher and a student of the guitar, I don't agree with that. I find that the fundamentals and understanding the theory, it just gives you things to build off. It shouldn't limit you, and if you do feel limited by theory, trust me when I say, learn the theory if you like, but don't think of it as rules. Just think of the theory as labeling the things in the cupboard in the kitchen for when you're cooking. It's like, what did I use in that recipe? Well, if you don't label anything, if everything was just in white jars, you wouldn't be able to make it again. And theory kind of helps you, I think, reconstruct things and understand them and evolve them for yourself. Anyway, enough of my rants. Moving along. So we've just come off the C, where it goes to the C chord. We come back to F here, and the chord returns to an F. A flat here. Yeah. So we're going F, down, up. So down, down, up, up, down. 6th fret, then 5th fret, then 3rd fret. In between, I like to do a little bit of chicken picking here. So I like to relax my finger, then I go up on the 5th fret, and I think I do one in between there too. Yeah, so we just repeat that 6, 5, 3, but I like to put these little clicks in there by relaxing my finger on the note and picking. So down, down, up, down, down, click, and then I go up, click, down on the 3, or we might play that 5 twice. That could be another option. So you can choose. What do you prefer? I do both, to be honest. I mix it up. Depending on how I feel. What did Luther Perkins do exactly? I think he just picked them. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated either. You could just play 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, 3, all on the 4th string there. Finish on that 5th fret on the 5th string, okay? From here, I like to do the little click again. Down, up, up, down. That was on the F and then the D, so down, up, down, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, down, up on the open. Down on the 3rd fret there. Finish on the F, start playing the chord. Okay, in the Luther Perkins rhythm style, you've already learnt from my other video. So oh, we don't go to the chord, I forgot this. That's just 4, 3, 1. Okay. You could play it 4, 3, 1. I might be wrong there. I just realized you could play it 5, 3, 1. I like to give it that little bluesy little twang there on that minor third instead of the major third. Great option when you want it to sound a little bit bluesier. Okay, so I'll play that last bit really slow. Like I said, that's it, guys. That's the entire solo. Again, if you've got the transcription, that obviously will help. If you don't, I hope that was clear enough. Again, let me know. You don't have to be a Patreon to leave some feedback. I want to hear from all of you. And of course, there's another solo coming out shortly, although I am going to be working on a full transcription of Get Rhythm, so we'll see how we go. We may end up just going straight to that one. But I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.